welcome to Bedfunk TV. My name's Pat Bedeau, and we have with us today Jodie Erica. You may have heard her on Set Me Free, and she's back for some more. So let's jump into this and find out a little bit more about Jodie. Please tell us a little bit about yourself, where you're from, and how you started singing.
I didn't know I could sing for ages. I was writing before I sang, like just writing how I felt, little poems and stuff. And it probably wasn't until I was about 13, 14 I started singing and I was just like, oh, this feels quite nice. And then just carried that on. I started flourishing, but it was just for fun. I never really looked at it as a serious thing, to be honest.
And how old was you when you started writing the poems?
Oh, God. For as long as I can remember, to be honest. Just like, even till little just drawing away and just writing little words and just putting words together and then just little stories. And I wrote plenty of stories of just random stuff. But I just felt like the writing was that first little like expressive form, like just getting something out. It just felt nice. But yeah, the singing kind of came along. It wasn't something I knew that I had. It wasn't something I was kind of like, family-wise. I knew my nan sang, but it wasn't like a major sort of, thing within.
It wasn't a burning desire.
Yeah, no.
Okay, so how did you start writing music? You've obviously just said that, but when did you eventually start writing songs and then recording?
Well, I actually released my first ever EP back in 2000 and I want to say 18, so it was what feels like a while ago now. And it was literally just that year that I actually started to record properly and release, so to me that's not actually that long, to be fair, because I know artists that have been doing it in recording for a long time. So I still feel pretty fresh in the game, to be fair.
Well, you definitely sound like you've been doing it a lot longer than you have, so that's great.
I will take that.
Absolutely. And who are your musical heroes?
It's always so cliche.
It's okay, we love cliche.
It's always cliche. When people ask me this, it is kind of like the same generic answers that everyone...
Let's go for it. It's fine.
But I'm a massive fan of Mariah Carey. Mariah and Whitney are like the two female artists, singers, that I was always listening to all the time.
And if you had to pick one?
I can't do that.
Okay.
I cannot. I feel rude. I could not pick one.
Fair enough. And
but three major powerhouses: Celine, Whitney, Maria.
Okay, yeah, that's cool. Really good to know.
Yeah, love them.
And what specifically got you into making house music? Have you experimented with any other genres at all?
This is probably the only other genre that I've kind of dabbled with, to be honest. I did another track with Costello, which is quite housey, and that was kind of like the first little delve into that, into that kind of style. And I just enjoy it because it's just that kind of music that makes you want to dance, makes you want to feel like, gets you feeling good, and that's kind of like, to me, what music should be doing. So it just felt. It was a no-brainer to kind of get involved with that kind of music.
Cool. And any other genres you like?
Well, R&B soul is just always my number one, babe. But I do actually quite like indie. I have actually like indie alt sort of styles of genre. I've done that before. Not that I've released anything, and no, it's just kind of like an experimental thing that I've kind of been going through. And maybe I suppose a little bit like pop, sort of disco, but more from like the 80s sound, to be fair.
Good sound, sound, absolutely. Yeah. Okay, and who have you worked with in the past, for those who don't know you?
Worked with, I mean, I've collabed with a couple of people. Again, Costello, who's quite a known DJ, really, really cool, and that was for house music. To be fair, I haven't really gotten that far into collabs just yet.
Okay, well, we know that you've done a collaboration with Pat Bedeau.
Yeah.
Who's also myself. What has that been like? What has it been like working with him?
I thought it's quite chill, which is nice for me, like comfortable, which is great, and we just kind of like found the vibe and just went for it. And I like that because to me that's what's important in making music with other people. Like you've got to feel that vibe and be on the same page and stuff, and that kind of things with us were just effortless. So good vibes all around.
And how did you come to collab with Pat?
Oh my god, my mind's going blank. How did we?
Do you remember where we met? Kobe?
Oh my god, why did that feel so long ago? Everything feels so long ago now. Well, yeah, that was a Kobe launch in Central Milton Keynes, and we were just introduced to each other. I remember now. We just kind of got to talking about music, and then that was it really. Took down each other's details, and then along came Set Me Free. So
yeah, absolutely.
Done.
Yeah, I mean, well, you're probably not even privy to this bit, but it was actually your boss at work who I was speaking to, and she said that we've got this girl at work who's really good singer. Yeah. And as a producer, you tend to get that a lot, and you just kind of everyone's a good singer kind of thing. But I was really glad that I took her up on it, and obviously we spoke and got along straight away, and yeah, definitely worth the wait, and it wasn't hard work or anything, but I'm really glad that we did, because as you say, 100%. It kind of clicked. And the main thing for us at Bedfunk is always, the music's number one, and sure. When that tune comes on, it really does like give me the chills, because it's just amazing, especially as we've got a bit of distance since we've done it. When you're the producer, sometimes you hear something and you're just so critical and listening. Now we've got the distance, I can just listen to it as a song, and when it comes on and someone else has mixed it in, it's like, wow, that's pretty cool. I really like it. So, who would you like to work with in the future? A dream collaboration.
Obviously, I'd love to have a duet with Mariah. Can't have a duet with Whitney because she's no longer with us. But I'd say if I was to pick someone, maybe more in the music scene, I suppose in the newer scene, R&B soul scene. I'm so bad with words. I would probably I'd like to duet with Sabrina Claudio. She's got a lovely, lovely, lovely voice, and I think we could just create something really nice together, like really lovely harmonies. Love her style. So yeah, Sabrina.
What's next for Jodie Erica?
Well, I am in the studio at the moment. I'm working on a brand new EP. I'm not going to say too much.
Have you got a name for it yet?
I'm not going to say too much.
Okay, cool. But
not yet, and also my album as well, so I'm kind of really going in for it at the moment. A lot of work.
Tell us something that you've never told anyone in an interview before. Maybe a hobby outside of music, maybe a funny story that happened at a gig, or...
Something I've never told. The annoying thing is, I feel like I've actually got quite a lot of funny stories, but I can't. They don't come to mind when you're trying to think of it.
We can always come back to that one then. It seems like a long time ago now, as you've mentioned on how far everything seems away. What got you through the pandemic? Because that's kind of what broke everyone's flow.
Cocktails. Homemade cocktails. Laughter.
And what's your favourite cocktail?
God, porn star martini. Yeah, or a strawberry daiquiri.
Good choices, good choices.
Yeah, and things are fire.
What's your own favourite song?
My own favourite
Your own favourite song, yeah.
Oh, well, it's not even released yet, so I can't even say it. But, okay, release song, then I'd have to say Temporary. I love my EP because, that was like first thing to me, and it's still timeless to me, but Temporary It was more like, you know, coming into my sound a bit more and like who I am as an artist. So yeah, definitely that track of mine.
So people go and check out Temporary by Jodie Erica.
It is everywhere.
What's your guilty pleasure in music, let's say? Guilty pleasure.
Music.
Like a song that's maybe a bit cheesy, maybe something from the 1920s, I don't know, you know. So everyone's got... I could tell you what mine is, but I'm not being interviewed.
How you get out of that one, that's just...
Club Tropicana Wham.
I'm going to go... Alright, I'll just go for it. Busted. I don't care what anyone says. They're still...
Any particular track from them?
For me. It's so hard because I love all of them. I'm going to have to say Sleeping with the Light On. I like that one.
Cool. I'll have to go and check that out because I haven't heard it. And then I'll come back to you. Okay. We're getting there. What's your writing process?
Sometimes I can just write I'm just writing how I feel. It's not always a song. It's just, again, just me expressing how I feel, and then I might think like, oh, I can make something out of this if I want to. It's not always the way. Sometimes it's nice to just leave words how they are. But in other senses, I may hear a beat, and then if I kind of feel a connection with that beat, I'm just gone, like right away. So it can happen either way, but 9 times out of 10 at the moment it's more I'm hearing a beat that I resonate with, and then everything else follows. The story, you know, if there's a story, the feelings, and the words. So yeah.
What's your inspirations for writing?
Feelings for me. I mean, that's kind of why I was doing it in the very first place. Experiences and, you know, the stories that people don't really want to talk about or tell. Like I like to sing those things and be that kind of martyr, I suppose. So, because that's kind of what music is and does for me.
What are some of your biggest goals you hope to achieve over the next year or say 5 years?
Ooh, I just want to gig as much as possible, to be honest. I just want to be on the stage as much as possible, because I feel like for me, singing live and being on the stage, the actual audience, connected to an audience, is always 10 times better than, like, you know, a stream on Spotify. I just want to sing live as much as possible, but I'd also like to obviously release my album, which is just the absolute kind of more defined model of my sound, me as an artist, and it's just fantastic. I can't wait to bring that out and show people like what I've been working on, and just kind of telling people the experiences I've been through and stuff. So yeah, I'm looking forward to that.
If you wasn't a singer, what would be your dream job?
That's very interesting. That's a good question. I always wanted to get into psychology, but then I thought, you know what? I'm just too emotional. I couldn't do that. I'd get too attached. But if I couldn't be a singer, I think I'd like to be doing something still that is connected to writing and like content creating and stuff, because I just have a creative mind. I have to do something that's, you know, making me like create things and imagination and stuff. Like that's where it's at. So something in that kind of area.
That was awesome. Where can people find you?
Central Milton Keynes. Walking around, chilling. No, music-wise, I'm on all major streaming platforms: Spotify, Apple Music, Deezer, whatever you use.
And are you under Jodie Erica?
Yeah. Some people know me as Soul Baby.
And how does that Soul Baby name come about?
I honestly don't know. I've always just said the saying, like, it's all about in a messy way, like it's all about the soul, baby. And then suddenly, like, it's just become a thing, and some people just like to call me Soul Baby, some people call me Jodie Erica. That's why I just say Jodie Erica, but otherwise known as Soul Baby. Whatever you like.
Well, that's the perfect name for working and releasing on Bedfunk, because we are all about the soul, soulful house, but soul, and the music we always make is we try to make it straight from the soul.
100%.
So, guys, we are heading into the studio now to do a bit of recording, a couple of tracks that Jodie's written for us. So we will catch you on the other side, but for now, check out Set Me Free. She's done an absolutely amazing job on it. We just love it. Even talking about it gives me the tingles. So go and check it out, and we've got some exciting news about that one as well coming for you soon. And then also, don't forget, you can catch Jodie Erica live, where she's just told you she loves to be performing, and she's going to be performing for Bedfunk meets Just House at Unit 9 with Richard Earnshaw, aka half of Mr. Spirit Chaser, with Glenn Woods. For those of you from Milton Keynes, you know Glenn from back in the day. My good self, Pat Bedeau, on warm-up duty, so make sure you get down there early, because we are going to be going in straight from the start. And then rounding off the night will be Andy Black, and bang in the middle you will have Jodie Erica performing some of her songs, probably the ones we're about to record right now. So we will catch you on the other side. Tickets are available on Skiddle. Don't forget to go and check out Jodie Erica on all her socials. Don't forget to follow Bedfunk, subscribe to the Bedfunk TV channel, and we'll catch you soon. Peace.